Hey, what is going on, guys? Samir G7 here, bringing you another MOAB or MOAB gameplay. And today it's on the map Underground, as you guys can clearly see here. I always get this map mixed up for Resistance. I don't know, it just reminds me of the map so much. But yeah, this is basically one of the most overpowered setups in the game. A lot of people really hate it when people use this setup, or when try to use at least some of these guns in the setup. But I don't really care anymore. If I can't beat him, I'm gonna join him, and that's one of the things I always tell my friends. I get killed by the Type 95 so much, it's frustrating sometimes. One bursting, even in close range, I get killed by the Type 95 with the guy hip firing, and it beats my submachine gun sometimes, and I'm like, what the heck? I clearly should have won that gunfight, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I was like, you know what, might as well just slap on the Type 95, and I just unlocked it, so I have no attachments for it. And I have the FMG9 Akimbos, which are my best secondaries, in Modern Warfare 3 right now. If it wasn't for these guys, I probably wouldn't even have this MOAB. I don't even know, probably would have, probably would not have. I don't know, because look at this. Amazing close range action with the, FMG9. It really helps me out several times in this game. Every time I get into a close quarter situations, I always, bring it out, and it always helps me get out of this, really tight situations. So this time I was actually kind of going for the MOAB. As you guys can see here, I had the specialist strike packages. I have my three primary perks are sleight of hand, quick draw, and stalker. And my specialist strike packages are hardline, marksman, and assassin, I believe. So, as soon as I unlock every perk in the game, it pretty much becomes a little bit more easier, to get all these kills. Just because, you're running fast, you're silent, you have stalker, you have steady aim, it just makes things a lot more easier and much more efficient, to get this MOAB. Yeah. So my main topic for today, what I actually wanted to talk about was camping versus defensive, gameplay or strategies. Now, a lot of people have been saying, defensive strategy is the way to go in this game, or aggressive is the way to go. A lot of people have mixed opinions, but, it all comes down to personal preference, or what you enjoy more, or what you do best in. In my case, I think I am a better rusher. I just am not patient to become a really defensive player. In this game, I'm a little bit more defensive than I am normally, but still, I'm running around the map here. As you guys can see, I'm on a different side of the map. And, I'm just trying to play a little bit more defensive in this game compared to other games I've played before. It's just not my playing style. I just not too patient enough. But when I'm using a 3-round burst, it just kind of forces me to, because it's, when you're using a 3-round burst gun, you're just, gonna get into a lot more longer range gunfights, and you want to use your gun to what it's actually used for, and that's what I wanted to try to get into. But whenever I got into these tight hallways here, I always pulled out my amazing secondaries and got them. So a lot of people think that, that if you play defensive, you're basically camping, and that is completely incorrect. One of the best examples for defensive gameplay is Nanners, and I don't know how many times I've mentioned him in my videos. He's always my example. But if you guys see his gameplay, he's not rushing like a madman. He basically controls one area of the map, which I'm doing right here. This is basically my area. No one can come into here. If there is someone who comes in, I will know. And this is a really weird thing here. I see this guy on the radar and I have no idea where he is, and turns out he was right in the corner, and I don't know why he didn't shoot me. I think he thought that I was his teammate or something. You guys will see him later on. He's just sitting there in the corner. Yeah, I don't know how I did not see him at first, but yeah. So there he is, yeah. So basically, yeah. So people think, defensive is camping, camping is defensive. Defensive is basically just patrolling one area of the map and just, making sure that you have cover around you at all times. You're not there. He is. But yeah, you're basically patrolling one area of the map, and as I'm doing here. And camping is basically when you're sitting in one room or sitting in a little corner, as that guy was doing, and just looking at one direction. You're not moving around, you're just sitting there and you have maybe your motion sensor bouncing Betty at one door so no one can come from there, and you're just sitting there prone or just looking at one one door or something. And that's what a lot of people do in these games, and this especially in Modern Warfare 3, just because there's so many buildings and corners. A lot of people think camping is the way to go, and I completely disagree. I do not think camping is the way to go. It's not a really good way to play the game. It just makes you bored, doesn't get you too much XP. You may get like a 2-3 KDR, but who cares, man? It's not like you're camping. No one's gonna think you're good if you're camping, if it's just not the way to play this game, I believe. But as I get the MOAB here, and I get a triple kill. Apparently, I should have got like six kills, but apparently the enemy was already, like 4 of them were already dead. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay commentary. This is my second MOAB, and I'm just gonna skip to the ending here as I die a couple times. In the final kill here, I get, and I went 32-3. About half of what I got last time in my MOAB. I went 64-3 in my last MOAB and 32-3 on this one. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video.